I don't know why. I don't know why. If he, I know how lame it comes across. I sometimes don't like to tell guys about this thing that I have where I'm like, you know, this is separate than the soulmate thing. Like, I don't care if a guy has a sexual connection with a girl and like he was to use protection and just have sex with her for a night. Like, I literally wouldn't care if my husband did that. I don't know why. I don't know why. If he were to like watch The Wire with her or like do crossword puzzles or like text up, but like send memes and stuff, I would be like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, that's our thing. Like, emotional cheating would hurt me, but like physical, I'm just like, I just feel like I understand how sex is for men most of the time outside of a relationship. It's just kind of transactional and it's just like they just want a nut and it's not about like, I want to spend my life with this woman. So it wouldn't feel, I don't know. I just wouldn't care as much.
So our barometer is no emotional cheating.
Yeah.
Totally physical cheating is good.
But I understand emotional cheating. Like if something were to happen where I would want them to tell me about it, I would be obviously hurt, but I would understand being drawn to someone else that you have a good connection with because it's like, it's hard to, when you just find someone and it's monogamy, your brain doesn't turn off. He's still going to be attracted to other women. He's still going to like be interested in other girls and have good conversations and stuff. So I could see something developing and I would be heartbroken that it happened, especially if it went on without me knowing about it. But I would always ask anyone I was with to be like, if you develop feelings for someone else, tell me and we'll deal with it. Like, I just don't want to be blindsided. But if you want to have sex with someone else, also tell me about it because I want to like see what she looks like and like ask you about it.
Okay, wait, hold on. So do you identify as like poly or like open relationship girly?
I don't want like another girlfriend. I don't want to like be in bed with you guys together.
Okay, not even in the same room.
No, I don't want to like be, and I don't want to be in the chair in the corner like cuckolded like, you know, like watching my boyfriend fuck. I just want to hear about it later.
Okay, you call this the hot husband fetish.
Yes.
Which is essentially when you want your partner to have sexual experiences with other people outside of the relationship.
Yeah.
So when did this start for you, Nikki? Let's go back.
This started with my boyfriend when I was 29 because I really hadn't had a boyfriend before then. He would tell me about like I would always ask him about like past hookups and girlfriends and how they got together. Like I was like the beginning, like how did you guys first know you liked each other? Like I love that like our legs were touching under a table and neither of us moved our leg or something like stuff like that. I'd be like, oh, so like, I don't know, it would make me like horny to like think about him doing that with other girls. And then I'd ask about all of his like girlfriends or anyone he had hooked up with, like all the details about it. And I would really be like a foreplay for me. Like I would get like revved up talking about it. And then it reached a point where he was out of stories. Like he had gone through all of them. And I was like, and that it's almost like he was telling the same ones. And I was like, I know this one. So it wasn't as exciting anymore because I was getting the same stuff. So I was like, I know this is, I had never heard of anything like this. I felt so weird, but I was like, I think I need you to like get some more stories.
You need new material, Chris.
Yeah, I was like, I need you to like go out there and just have a flirty moment with someone, like anything where I can feel like, maybe it's my competitive nature of like, I want a guy who other girls want. Like I like something that is like, you know, you want a handbag that other girls are like, oh my God, I'm dying to get that.
That's
like,
relatable. That is relatable.
It's like showing their value, that they are valued by other women. Because I respect women and women's opinions. I do.
So you then tell this to Chris, and was he like, "This is a trap? You're out of your mind"?
They always think it's a trick. Like you know, he knew that I was a sincere person and wasn't the type of girl to like. I wasn't a jealous person up until this point, so I don't think he was like getting any of that vibe of like she's just trying to test me. So it was like, are you serious? You really want that? Okay, like. How should this happen? And so I was like, you know what, if you do it and I don't like it, because I don't know how I'll feel. Like I've never done this before. So I don't know how I'll feel if you're my first boyfriend ever. And so how will I feel if you have a flirty moment with another girl? So just like try it. And if I don't like it, we can stop. And just don't do, like, don't kiss her, but like see if you could, like if you get to a place where you're like, maybe you even go, I have a girlfriend, like something like that. But I don't make her feel bad about it.
Yeah.
And don't make her feel like she's being like, actually, you know, like I was very careful to like always let the girl know you have a girlfriend. So she's choosing to do this and just let her know that I'm okay with it. There's probably a sadness to it, but it's just what I'm into and I can't help it. And I'm not trying to be cool. Believe me, when I've been single, guys are not into this. It sounds like a dream. Like, oh, I could date a woman and fuck other girls. Like that sounds like a dream. Guys really like to be like, they like girls to be jealous and to like kind of boss them around and like, I want you.
Right, you're like,
if
go
they're
ahead,
too
have
free,
fun.
they're kind of like, what? Like they think they like it, but I assure you, this isn't getting me guys. Like this, it's never like been a pitch for me to be like, look how cool I am. Why don't you date me? Because you can do whatever you
Go
want.
fuck
Like
other
it
girls.
doesn't. They don't like it.
All right, my bad to get the mic together. So this is an actress. Her name is I think Nikki Glaser. Um and what she's saying is yeah, Nikki Glaser. What she's saying is facts. Okay. A lot of this is what she's saying is facts. Once you get, I'm gonna break down everything she pretty much said. So she's married. What she has been in, I'm not familiar with her. She's from the Cincinnati, Ohio. Let's pull up her filmography if it allows your boy to. Maybe she doesn't have one. Oh, there we go. Yeah. She's a stand-up comedian as well too. And she's being transparent and she's being honest. So she's been on she played a broad role in Henry Phillips film Punching Clown. She was on a comic, Nikki and Sarah Live. She had some MTV show appearances, which I don't know. Comedy Central roast of Rob Lowe. She was on the Bruce Willis roast. She was competing on season 27 of Dancing with the Stars. Uh, she was she in the time dating show Blind Date was I guess she was a co-host on the Blind Date revival. She was on a Netflix series Selling Sunset. She was on competed in The Masked Singer. So pretty much she was on a roast of Tom Brady. So she's pretty much in the white spear, right? She went to the University of Kansas. She has a BA, a bachelor's at the University of Kansas. So the thing is this, right? And what
I know
people got to understand is the honesty. She understands most men's nature, right? It's the transparency, it's the honesty about it. And this is where I really want to talk about this for a minute. This term emotional cheating is coming from. It's a female term. She's pretty much confirmed that right here and there. Oh, as long as you don't emotionally cheat, that's a female term. That's nothing that men really care about, because when men are trying to clap cheeks with a woman, they don't care about an emotional bond. A lot of women, we want to know how a guy feel about you. If you sleep with a guy, and most guys' thing is to sleep and roll over, so don't take that personal. Once they get theirs, they just trying to roll over and go. But if you sleep with a guy and he always get up and leave and go do something else, and you don't lay there with you or have a small conversation all the time, and it happens consistently, he really don't like you like that. Okay. Now, if it's always at your crib, of course, a guy gonna get up and leave because no man feel comfortable at a woman's crib. I don't. We all know why, because they be lying. You don't know how they got the crib, who gonna pull up. I mean, I'm not just about to go. We understand the game, right? And but that's a whole thing. But the whole motion, we don't want. If a dude has got a girlfriend and let's say he is cheating or whatever, thinking about cheating, he don't give a hell about the emotional connection. Like she said, it's just sex, it's just a nut, right? But at the same time, when you with a woman that you love, like she said, she'll be surprised how most guys don't want that deal to sleep with other women. Most guys see the woman that they with as sacred. They don't want to hurt them. You know what I'm saying? Now if it just come upon that you want to bust a nut real quick, and that's what you want to do, and it's long as you strap up and you tell her, or it ain't with no kids and no diseases, it's not a big deal. How many people got that arrangement? You know how many women have that very same arrangement with a guy, but it's just the embarrassment of the arrangement. It's a dude, he Ray Daniels, he do a lot of podcasts and now you see him out a lot, but he was in the music industry, and one of the videos that he talked about was how they did pop splits. He learned to do pop splits instead of nigga splits, but that's another story for another day, for a different video and a different channel, to be honest. But he said that he had to keep his polyamorous lifestyle to himself, because people will get jealous or feel offended or feel uneasy when he brought his two girlfriends to functions. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of women are sharing dick. They know their boyfriends cheated on them or cheating on them, and they have this rule: as long as you come home, or you don't bring me no diseases, and we have transparency, they cool with it. But they don't want it to be exposed. They don't want people to really know their arrangement because they're embarrassed. And you'll be surprised at some of the women that get embarrassed by just simple things, not even stuff like this. Some of the women that get embarrassed by simple things. You might be like, man, what do you mean? Like, they get embarrassed by this, or they get embarrassed if, oh, he uses Apple Pay, but they don't get embarrassed when they're online, talking about their sexual history or doing these parody videos about being a hoe. They don't get embarrassed by that, which is wild to me, right? And that's just the God honest truth about where they draw the line at embarrassment and where they draw it at. But she's absolutely right. For guys, women can never put themselves in the man's shoes until it's too late, until they wrinkled up and guys don't want to no more and they got to pay for dick. They can never put themselves in the guy's shoes and understand what it's like to be a guy. But once you get older, you didn't have so many women, or you didn't have enough experience, or, you got a relationship, you ain't trying to hurt your woman. You ain't looking to intentionally go out there to cheat on your woman. Not at all. And if a guy is always cheating on you, he just don't like you like that. It's the equivalent of if a woman is always disrespecting you, downplaying you. How can I say this? If she always making your life hell, her attitude is always nasty towards you. That's the equivalent of it. You know what I'm saying? For the most part. So, a guy really don't want to hurt his wife or have his wife looking stupid, or the woman that he care about looking stupid. So she's exactly right. They probably like, damn, she cool. I can't even do girl like that. No, I'm good. And when you find a guy that really care for you, he ain't trying to hurt you. He ain't even trying to cheat on you. But a lot of times, a lot of women end up getting cheated on with those type of guys is when you deprive them of sex, right? When you going through something physically, legitimately, and you deny it, and you don't tell them, or you just act like a bitch. You make the house uneasy. I just did a video on that. Y'all see that at some point. He don't want to come home, and you'll drive him to another woman. Women don't even understand that. If women is cool and they cool with their husband coming home doing their hobbies and being at home, most guys rather be at the crib, as long as it's not you not making it a chaotic house. Most women force dudes to go cheat by their mouth, by the lack of sex or something. Even with the lack of sex, most dudes can maintain that for a while, but by your mouth, you make your attitude. But a lot of times when you got a woman that really fuck with you like that, the sex is not going to be an issue, and she's not going to make your house a fucking wasp hive. So you don't have to worry about that. And she probably cool. She seemed cool as hell. She understands. So how many women, instead of understanding what men want, and you see this with a bunch of black women in the community, instead of learning their men and doing what they men want and having an easier time and understanding, they just keep saying date them all, date them all, date them all. And then you date them all and it's all the same, but you never took time to get the data on really what men really want and how to keep a man. They didn't care. She understands. But, it is what it is, or it is what it ain't. Hit the link in the description. Join the Patreon. Peace.